Alright, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And today was kind of a slower day than yesterday, but let's see, what did we do? I woke up, made some amazing bacon and eggs breakfast burritos. Burnt the bacon a little bit, but it was still good. And then just kind of hung out. My uncle came over, helped him do a couple things, and we built a couple things. And then we had a bug guy come over and spray the house for all the ants we've had. And pool guy came over. I had a smoothie and I went to the gym. And came home, had some dinner from Panda. Oh man, it was good, Panda. And then I talked to Quevin. We streamed. If you missed the stream, I need to talk to him. I meant to talk to him tonight about setting up a time that we stream every single week, and just so we can get the word out and we can get people to come into the stream, because a lot of people don't know about the streams, and I think it would be fun just to be able to interact with the chat on the stream and just talk about things in life and business and stuff, and maybe get some guests in to the stream. I think that would be fun. So I need to talk to him about that. But if you missed that, it's up on the channel, on the RSN channel. RSN, or the letter R, Success Network is the channel name. If you want to go see that, we got really deep in depth in life and in our plans and stuff, and a lot of different things. And like how we were talking about how, because we're planning on going to Texas in 2 years, meeting in Texas and starting a business, because we both want to start a business, and if we did it together, 2 people working on something is better than 1, and anything that we go against one person chances are we can beat, because we have a team of 2 people instead of 1 person. So we were thinking about starting a business. We don't know exactly what yet, but we talked about a bunch of different paths, and he's like, well, right now you just need to get a job and just work for 2 years and just save up some money. And I'm like, it's so hard for me to just get a job, just a normal job, because I want to work towards something. Everything that I've done that's been meaningful or that's like worth doing has been working towards something, and I don't feel like working at a job, just a normal job, is working towards, besides the money, saving up the money for the business, it's not working towards anything meaningful enough to do. So then I played this one video for him, and I'll edit that in right now.
Here is what I wish someone had told me when I was 18. Go find the person who is living your ideal life. Go to them and say the following: I will work for you for free for the next 90 days. I will work harder and smarter than anyone you've ever met. And when you get in, over-deliver. You better shock them. You better leave them in awe. Nothing is below you. You're willing to do everything. You hustle harder than anybody, and you're doing it all for no money. And you say to them, if at the end of those 90 days you would rather pay me than lose me, great, I have a job. If not, we shake hands and part ways. All I ask in exchange is knowledge and connections. Those 2 things will monetize forever. The mistake everybody makes when they get out of fucking school is they try to get as much money as humanly possible. Money only spends once. Knowledge monetizes forever.
And so that was a video I played for him, and when I saw that video, it kind of got me thinking, well, I could go that route and meet someone and work under them for free, and then get the knowledge and the connections, and then take that with me to Texas, even though that's not capital. If I did that for 90 days, that's 3 months. I have 2 years, and I could use that knowledge to build up capital right now here and those connections. Or we even talked about, I could go, because I want to fly, I could go to the ATP school, which is $100,000 7-month training, where they take you from no experience to airline level readiness, and they set you up with interviews for the airlines to work for them. And then when you get in, which there's a very high chance of getting into an airline if you go through them, you start at like 75,000. So it would take probably 2 years with other life expenses to pay that off, which isn't bad. But the only problem with that is such a juicy job that it would be hard to leave. And I mean, I still would leave it if this was a serious thing that Quevin would actually do with me, because the potential on a business is unlimited. But for being a pilot, I mean, the potential isn't that high. Like, you make up to, I've heard people talk about pilots making like $1 million a year, but they're like high in the seniority list. They're older pilots, and they take every single bonus flight they can take. And so chances are it's not very likely. Most people end up capping out at like 300 or 400,000 in the airlines, which is really good for a job. For business, having a business, that's nothing. So that's one thing. And then I was like, well, what about trucking? Because that's a lot cheaper to get into and takes a lot less time. I think that was like 6 weeks and like $3,000 to get a Class A license, and you can go in, start at $60,000 right off the bat. It's like, I could do that, and I might end up doing that, because then that's a skill that you have, and you can always, it's something that you always have that you're able to do. That's a monetizable skill, because like that video said, money only spends once. And sure, I mean, you can spend it once on an asset that will produce more money, and knowledge monetizes forever. So maybe I'll try to find someone to go and job shadow, I guess. Business shadow, because it's not a job. But then I was thinking too, and I told this to Quevin, I brought this up, is a lot of people save up for retirement. They work their jobs for retirement, so then when they get to retirement, they have all this money set aside. And it's like, I was thinking about this in the shower the other day, and I was like, well, what's the point of that? Because now you're old, and you do have the money setting aside, but the things that you can do with the money is not the greatest. So I was like, well, why not just spend your life spending all of the money that you earn, acquiring assets that produce money, and then when you get to that retirement age, instead of having money, you have all of these assets that are producing money, generating money. So then you don't have to worry about running out of money, and you can pass them down to your kids, and they don't have to worry about running out of money or even making money. Which, I mean, that could be a topic for another video, is if kids should be given things like that. But what I learned today is that I overthink a lot of things. Like, I'm sure you can tell if you watch a couple of my videos. I overthink a lot of things, because when I was at what did I do today? I called 3 of my doctors to get a first-class medical. And usually when I talk on the phone, I call someone, I'm like overthinking a lot about it, and I don't like talking on the phone usually. But this time I'm just like, I just need to call these people. I just call them, and I was just like doing something else on my computer while I called them. They didn't even end up answering. None of the 3 that I called ended up answering. But I wasn't nervous at all. Like, it wasn't a big deal at all. And I was like, maybe I'm just thinking too much. And that's with a lot of things. Like when I was talking to Quevin too, and he told me that, like, you think too much, just find a job to do to build some capital. I'm like, I think a lot because I don't want to waste time or effort or money, but then it kind of hurts me, because while I'm thinking about not wasting time or energy or money, I am wasting time and energy or money to try to think of a better way. I don't know. it's a vicious cycle. But oh yeah, there was another thing I was gonna talk about. I'll talk about it in the tomorrow's video, because it's a pretty in-depth topic too. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share the video with a friend, join the Discord, link in description. Go check out the community channel RSN or R Success Network, and I'll see you in the next one.